Chad Baker, who's over, he did the Pine Mountain Trail, you heard of that?
Yeah.
The trail that goes from wherever, but they're talking about working with CSX to put in a bike trail. Have you heard of the Virginia Creeper Trail? It's like, it is big. I mean, it's like a bike trail that they use railroad beds. Yeah. You ain't been over it.
Well, they've been talking about that for years of doing that on the CSX rail,
Yeah.
making it, they call it, rails to trails.
Yeah,
That's what they call it. They talked about that for years, about doing it.
But a ton of people go to that creek, a ton of people around here have been to that creek.
We could go all the way to Scotia. All
Have you been?
Yeah.
You know, with that.
They could even redo some of that walk back up to the middle. And you can go all the way up to the Lynch with that, you know, all the way back down through here.
Yeah.
Back to Cumberland, I mean, you couldn't go farther than that, because they're still using
But
it.
they really need
Come
it.
down into town.
We looked at the rail, you know, where the rails were, and there's, it's such in bad shape, but if you had some people that was willing to get out there and work on it, see, it'd be a perfect place for
CSX had to come in and
ATVs,
pull
just
all
run
that
up
up.
down the road.
They'd have to come in and pull up all the ties and rails, CSX, where they're laid.
Yeah, well, that's the reason I'm
I
in
mean,
the
they'd have
process
to
of
do that.
talking to them, so I already found out who to call and everything, but,
And you can go to the mountains too, different places. I mean, you know.
yeah.
Well, now they ride on that old railroad behind hard, up and down through there all the time.
But there's some places they can't, I mean, you just can't make us continuous go.
No, you can't go anywhere. Now,
You can't go
Is
there.
there-
Big rock can't you can't go.
But I didn't agree with that. I brought it. I didn't agree with it after I drove it because of some questions I had about it.
You said give it out or not give it out to you?
Well, I say the best thing to do is to get a section of the Cumberland city map that shows that it has the streets, make a photocopy of it, and, you know, mark those streets that you are designated. And if that street happens to cross 119, don't designate 119 or the crossing, leave that up to their own discretion about how they get across 119. They might want to, you know, they know the law on that. They can go along the side of it.
We need to do something.
Just
though,
show,
because
you
there's
just need to
nothing
show
there
the
now.
streets or give a list of the streets that you have designated as ATV friendly.
Okay, yeah. Tourism's got some maps, we can get them.
Yeah, and you could just photocopy those and just mark the streets but you might be getting into trouble by designating a route. To say, here's the streets that you can operate an ATV on.
We won't have that many, I don't think. I'm looking at maybe 20, 25. You know,
Well, like I said, I don't think they even opened that park up down there
Well,
either. It seemed going anywhere.
Yeah, and when it does, then, you know, that's the part you're gonna have to be more, you know, even if you have to help them with a trail. I don't know if you have to get somehow and, help with a trail that would get them to gas. If the goal is to be able to get people who are using the Black Mountain or whatever ATV park to come into town and eat and buy gas, then, you know, that's what you were trying to do. Originally, that's always been the purpose of trying to get some of that tourism that's up in the mountain down into town to buy gas and to buy supplies and to buy food.
Well, I seen Forty go through town, and they went through the housing project, and I didn't know where they went if they got up there. They went up that 9 walk, but they were all tourists, they were all in line, and there wasn't none of them weeding or acting. They all had a line, went right across the railroad track, up through the housing project, and I guess they crossed the road either there or went up Clover Lake. I don't know where they went from there. And I've been up to Harding's 2 or 3 times, and I've seen 25 or 30 of them pull in their lot, walk in there and eat, get back on their bike, and go right back the way they come, back up the mountain. They don't get off and ride all over the city coming. That ain't what they're here to see.
Right.
They're here to see the mountains up there. Not coming.
And so if you
All they're interested in is getting them some gas, getting them some food, and maybe they want to buy them from lunch meat or something for snacks on.
So if you're one of those business owners who all of a sudden gets 25 extra customers, you know, then they're gonna be charging tourism tax and all that other stuff to go along with it. You know, tourism might help this map. You know, and if you're that business owner, whether it's Hardee's or whatever business it is, the bakery shop or the whatever that who does big pop of business like that, you know, that's what you were after. You weren't after parades in town.
Now this year, I've seen very few four-wheelers go in park like they did last several years. I've seen a lot of motorcycles, but I've seen very few four-wheelers.
Well, that's what we'll do then. We'll make a map. We'll make a map and,
Yeah,
that's the next thing. We'll get those.
That was the whole purpose of even having an ordinance to start with, is, you know, get some control over where they can be, where they can't be.
The one last thing I've got, and I'll shut up, is I'd like to express my appreciation to the veterans of foreign wars for installing the flags on the holidays and things, putting them up, taking them down, and for building that memorial, that Veterans Memorial Park. I don't know if you've seen it over there or not. They're doing a tremendous job on that. They got the land, state requirements and everything, met all of those, and I see it. The head men in that department is John Dixon, Cleon Cornick, and J.C. Cooper. And they're all working together, and the entire VFW staff, they're all volunteers, putting in their time and effort and cleaning that place up. And they're gonna be burning some wood over there where they scraped it off the ground with brush and trees and things to make it straighten it out. So, but I didn't wanna,
We need to send them a thank you.
yeah, it would be good. I'll do that.
There is one other thing I'd like to bring up. About the deed or the new contract for the building down here where,
I was gonna bring that up.
Yeah. Did something else come up about that?
I see, I've got it here. We've got it here, and we want to give you copies of it. We'll give you copies of it tonight if you want it to take home with you, so you can review it. But it's something you just can't sit here and not try to decide about it this moment, you know. Unless you want to. I mean, if you want to do it now, we will. So,
There was just some things that Parker was supposed to add to
he
it.
did.
But they would pay all the utilities, not just electricity, but water and sewer.
I just wondered what the status of it was, because sentimentally, it's been going on
If you ever
forever.
needed it for City Hall, you can get it back.
We'll put it in your box, in your trays, the information trays, or whatever, okay? And that's all I have. Then we'll go to council now. Anybody, Brandon? Carolyn?
Well, yeah, I do. I had a lady to call me. I thought she would come tonight. She's, yeah, I'm having a party. She said somebody was messing with the mailboxes up there, and she had got called the post office, and so they told them to call the police, and so they never did hear from our police department.